Hi guys, this is Oracle Daphne doing the tarot reading for Capricorn. Um, and I've been hard at work on all my videos and so I'm excited because this is my last one for today. I haven't even left and I need to go move my car. But this is exciting stuff for me because I've wanted to do this for a really long time and I watch so many videos that there's certain things that I want out of watching videos, and I feel like I'm doing that, doing what I want to see, which is basically just doing a really good reading, doing an in-depth reading, and being really honest and giving really good advice and being spiritual. It's not just about it's not just about showing cards. It's about the interpretation too. And I think that's important. And so I hope I'm delivering that for you, Capricorn. I know my last reading was a little bit shorter than the other ones, but, I just do them, whatever comes to me, I try to do them. And I know for you, the readings I've done that I've seen for Capricorns are actually really quite short. Every time somebody gets to Capricorn, they just like skip to the end and then they just don't give enough information. So I feel like you guys are really starving for some good stuff. So I hope that I deliver that for you today. And this is for your reading for September 2014 for everyone who has a Capricorn, Sun, Moon, or Ascendant, or even some other planets. So here we go. So I'm just going to get right to it. I've already shuffled. All right. Okay. So I just had to pull a couple more just to see, just to give you an extra little boost. To go out a lot of hair for you guys. So basically, the first card, I think it's what you got last time, which is in August, or the end of August, which is the social card, celebration card. And it was telling me, I think I told you last time, that it was time to have fun. Because Capricorns just have a tendency to work too much. And this is, again, you're on this path of having fun. And you're on this path of just taking extra time off. And that is good for you. We're not talking about quitting your job. We're talking about just taking some time, more time than you would. Just take a pause. If it means going and watching a movie, going out with some friends, taking time you wouldn't normally just take, because Capricorns just don't take a lot of social time usually because they're so busy. By the time they're done working, they usually are very practical and they go and try to get other things done. They do the groceries, they have to do the laundry, they are very practical at getting like those tasks and cleaning things and taking care of their cars. They like to really make sure all the taking care of business is done, and so that's what the path is. And that what's crossing you is actually a Leo, could be a Leo or another Capricorn or an Aries man. Okay, so if you're a girl Capricorn and you're watching this, there's a girl there's a powerful man in your life that's making some decisions, and he gets what he wants. So there could be some friction between you and this guy. Or you may be okay with him making the decisions for you. He could be your husband, and you're okay with him making the decisions. He could be just the strong decision maker. There's actually a lot of yellow and like orange in this reading, which is like a cluster. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out. So your foundation is actually this beautiful King of Pentacles card, which is the king that has he's royalty. I mean, he has money, but it's also the man that's like Mr. Right, that is like the most, because Capricorns like to be providers. If this is a male, the Capricorn, if this is your guy and you're watching this is you. You are the provider. You like to provide for your family. You are happy to be generous. You're happiest when you're helping the community. You are happiest when you are being a good person, you know, and you are successful at everything you do because everybody respects you. because you are so giving and so loving and so warm. You know, you're a warm individual. And this is success. This is like more success than pretty much any other card. This is, you know, water turning into gold. Okay, this is, you know, spinning hay into gold. You know, this is money basically coming out your ears, and it's also the seed of ideas and the seed of starting a family and the seed of having children and the seed of life. You know, this is like it's like a life card. It's a Mr. Right card, but it's the guy that symbolizes the masculine, I guess, incarnation of life. See, this is like the ultimate father. This is the ultimate father figure. This is our father. This is like God, you know, sending information into this card, basically. Not into this card, but into this person. Communicating to this person. And he is there. He is the backbone of society in a good way. I mean, there's so many corrupt things out there, you know, in government, whatever. And this is a person that's not corrupt. This is a person that has made money through their own hard work, but only because they deserve it. And everybody knows they deserve it. It's a beautiful man. So that's the foundation. You may be married to a beautiful man. Or if you're not married, you may be meeting Mr. Right sometime, or you may be thinking about meeting Mr. Right at some time. And that's who it's going to be. It's going to be the ultimate guy. It's going to be, instead of being, you know, hanging out with Mr. Wrong, who just wants to sleep with you and leave, this guy, he's going to cuddle. He's going to want to watch movies together. He's going to want to go out to dinner. He's going to want to go to the park and hold hands. I mean, this guy is a real romance guy. He is the full package. He's going to want to have kids together. He's going to propose to you. Anyways, this is information in the past. You know, and this is also high counsel. So in the past, you may have gotten a message from somebody. I'm feeling like, you know, a family member. You may have talked to the family member about this. This is a lot of talking, you know. In the past, you may have been talking to an older, you know, role model. You know, this could be, like I said, you know, it could be an older, you know, like a mother figure or an aunt or an uncle. I feel like it's someone with psychic gifts, because this person has a third eye. So it could be someone in your family that you go to for readings or psychic information. You may have seen a psychic in the past and talked to them in the past about stuff, and they may have given you some counsel about what to do and what not to do. And then this card is the card of, this is the death card, but I consider it to be the rebirth card, so you don't have to freak out. It's just, this is where you're going to be starting off in September. This is like your first step out, September 1st, this is the first step, okay? And this is being reborn. And this is a great card because you're going to be able to leave a lot of the junk from the past in the past, and you'll be able to really, truly start fresh. And even if you're starting fresh in the fall, that's okay. Timing's all right. The timing is right for you to be reborn and to really let go of things. And if you've had a hard time letting go of some things from the past, you will, in September, you will truly be free from it in a way. You will be able to just say, okay, that's it. I'm moving on. I'm over it. You'd be like, oh, I'm over it. That's it. I'm just really over it. You know, that'll be your attitude. And then, like, this, I can't believe this comes after this because these two cards are so similar to me. I mean, this is so, so beautiful. So, so gorgeous. This is like two suns together. And not just one sun, but like two suns, like bright. This is a very bright future. Very, very bright. Okay, so this phoenix, if this phoenix were to turn and get bigger into something else, let's say it wasn't a phoenix, say the phoenix turned into like a real bird that didn't die, because phoenixes die and rise from the ashes, and they do it over and over. But say they turn into this bird, It would be you riding that bird of new beginnings into the sunset or sunrise, into the new day, with everything at your disposal, with so much potential. And this is technically the victory card. This is the sun. This is the sun card. The sun is the victory card. It's that feeling like, it's the feeling like you've really made it. Really made it. And you're happy. And you're driving down the highway after something that you went through that was so hard. You may have done, like even in an interview, you may have gone to an interview and it might have been the hardest interview, or you might have just gone through a terrible situation. But afterwards, you're driving down the highway and, you're feeling it, and it's sunny, and you're just feeling it, and this is it. This is happiness. This is victory. This is, you made it, you accomplished it, you did it. Right on the heels of being reborn. They both are victory cards. In a way, I have two victory cards. One is a victory because you've been reborn. You've gone through so much, and you died a slow, terrible death. But then you've risen from those ashes. You've become a new person, and you've gone out into the world, and you've proven it to everybody else how great you are. That's something to think about. And then, we got some really cool cards right now. You really do. You got the Magician. The Magician is the Capricorn person, and you're Capricorn. So this could be you. This is you and how you feel. You are the Magician. You are the one that's making magic. You're the one that's, meditating on crystals and working on your rock collection and your hobbies and, changing other people's lives. This is you. You're changing other people's lives. You're making a difference in other people's lives. You, again, I get emotional. You're going to see this again and again. You've gotten to a point, because Capricorns can be really so focused on wealth and prosperity and money. You've gotten rid of so much stuff. You've sacrificed so much stuff. You've pushed through that to that spiritual side. And, they say that Capricorns can do that. Only really Capricorns can do that. They kind of, on their quest for wealth and stuff, they inevitably get to a point where it's not satisfying anymore. And they get to a point where they push through and they become really spiritual, and they share that spirituality with other people and the importance of other things in life aside from money. And that's the Magician. That's changing people's minds. That's changing people's lives. That's saying there's more in life than money. There is spirituality. There is things that you stand for. There's people that you love. There's love in general. There's, giving gifts, sharing gifts. There's collaboration. There's creativity. There's so much more than just that obsessive quest for stuff, which inevitably that's what the house is, full of, the 3-car garage and 2 or 3 cars. And, if you watch TV, reality TV, you see these people with a lot of stuff. And you wonder, and there are people that are happy with all that stuff. Then deep down, in a Capricorn's life, a Capricorn gets to a point where that stuff is not fulfilling. And they push past it, and they share with others their knowledge about the importance of the other stuff, the real stuff, the good stuff. So that is wild. And then the universe is going to send you, kind of like as a reward for all of your hard work, the Lovers, which is love and happiness and abundance. So despite getting rid of all your stuff and having nothing, you're going to be giving it back. Like, so it's sort of like Capricorns, you've been through this process of being on this quest, this journey for prosperity, and you've worked really hard. But you realize along the way, in order to get to real prosperity, you have to let it go. You have to let a lot of things go. You have to sacrifice your love for stuff and material wealth for something else that's deeper. And because you've done that, you finally got to that point that you just let it go. You don't care anymore like about stuff. You care about people and other things and life and love and all this stuff I was talking about. The universe is rewarding you with this beautiful relationship that's going to come in. That it may not happen in September. It may happen later in the year or early next year. This may take some time to develop. But it's coming in. It's going to come in. This is your reward. This is your true reward for everything that you've gone through. And all that you've given up. Because there's a lot. Capricorns give up a lot. Capricorns sacrifice. You know, you sacrifice a lot. You work so much and you work so hard and you try to take care of so many people that, it's almost like, Capricorns, it's hard to buy you stuff because in a way, at a certain point, you have a lot. You have a lot because you have this sort of duality between, I guess, spirituality and material abundance. Excuse me. And then your attitude is the High Empress, which is a beautiful card. And we've gotten it before for some people. Sometimes I think of her as a hippie. I think of her as like the dreadlocked, tree-hugging hippie. But she is telling you that you already know the answer to your questions. That you have the light intuition within you. So if this is for a woman, I always tell women to use your intuition. And that is very vague. So it's almost like looking for signs, but it's in a way, it's that first thought that comes to your mind. So whatever you're thinking right now, at this moment, that thought, that's your intuition. That's telling you something. It's informing you. It's sort of like, it's always I always say it's always the first dress. So you go into a dress shop and you're drawn to something. That's your intuition. You're just drawn to it. You don't know why, but it's the first dress you try on and it's perfect. And you love it. But then you're like, but I haven't tried on any of these other dresses. So I don't know what any of these other dresses are like. So you go on and you spend 3 or 4 hours trying on all of these ridiculous dresses. And you end up going back to the first dress anyways. And you buy the first dress. That's what intuition is. Intuition is going with the first dress. The first thought that comes in your mind that's really just a sign to you to do the thing that you think you should, to help you make the decision. So you go to the grocery store and you're like thinking, should I buy the organic tomatoes or the non-organic tomatoes? But you're just initially drawn to the organic tomatoes and you pick that up. You look at it. That's your intuition. That's saying, this is what's best. This is what's right. I'm going to go with this. Don't go for the crummy, non-organic tomatoes. Even if it costs you $6 or $7 for one tomato, buy the organic tomato because it's what your intuition told you to do. And it is better for you. Just a side note. Anyways, this could also mean somebody, you have some secrets, Capricorn. You have some secrets, and you're private. Capricorns are private people. And it's okay to have secrets. Keep a journal, though. And you're very focused on fertility right now. Maybe some of you are thinking about getting pregnant, and you want to you know, kind of make sure that you're ready, you know. And there's a lot of infertility issues out there, and my suggestion is you can solve every fertility problem with an herbal supplement. Just make sure it's the right herbal supplement, and do some research. And I'm going to do a whole video about that actually. Um, I find it very interesting. Basically, that I mean, just focus on the natural stuff, really. There's a website, I think it's called fertilityshop.com. Really cool website. Like I said, I'm going to do a whole video on it. So, and then your outcome, you've got 2 warrior cards. 2 warrior cards. Okay, that's a lot. That's heavy duty stuff. But it's the 2 good ones. So either you or somebody else, you have two fights that 2 things you're fighting for right now, or it can be 2 people, two guys or 2 girls that are really fighting in your corner. They're supporting you and they're loving you, and you know they're doing what it takes to support you, even if the naysayers come around. You know, this is fighting the good fight. This is a lot of strength. If you have 2 soldiers in your corner, that is a lot. That is a lot. Most people don't even have 1 person that would fight the fight for them, fight to the death. I mean, you think about the people that you know, how many people would really stick up for you if it came to a life and death situation? Most people cannot count on 1 hand those people. That's just how it is. Now, we were just talking about money. All this is going to boil down to this 1 card, which is the prosperity card. Good fortune and happiness, and a giant coin. That is major wealth. So there's like 3 major wealth cards. You got both of them. You got two out of 3, basically. 2 out of 3 in this reading. And they kind of go together, you know? You got the guy with the wealth, and you've got this wealth here. So, and this is material wealth. This is real hardcore coin, dollars. You know, this is green. This is the cash tree, you know? It makes me laugh because my boss at work, we have literally a money tree in our office. He calls it the cash tree. And, you know, if you want to feng shui your house, get a money tree. My word to the wise, though, do not overwater, okay? These trees will turn yellow and look like they're dying for a long time and before they bounce back if you overwater them. Just water them a teeny tiny little bit once a week and put them in like a sunny spot, and they'll be perfect, okay? So I think it's put them in your southeast corner of your house, and there's always a southeast corner no matter where you are. There's always a southeast corner in your house. It's the most southeast corner in your house, and that is traditional feng shui. But anyways, Capricorn, I sent you lots of love. I'm sorry I kind of broke down in the middle of this video, but this is just, you know, me feeling the energy, and I get emotional. You guys are gonna laugh at me, but I hope you appreciate, you know, the reading that I did, and I will be posting these on Twitter, and you'll see me again soon. So have a wonderful rest of your weekend, and all the best to you. Love you guys. Bye.